All right, welcome back to the Double B podcast. We are here with someone that is empowering more than just men, but even greater women. And we actually saw this and thought it would be the best idea because why not just diversify and see what everyone's doing? So, Kevin, why don't you go ahead and introduce who you're talking to?
All right, perfect. So today we're talking to Sohaila, and she is the founder of Sohaila International. It's an umbrella platform for empowering women in all levels of their life. She spent 40 plus years as a professional dance artist. She's traveled the world where many of us just dreamed about going. She is being the CEO of your own life is a choice, and it's very important for Sohaila to assist other phenomenal women to change their mindset, to find the CEO inside of themselves. Today, more than ever, is the time to reach as many women. I totally screwed up our intro, and that's cool.
That works.
But that worked. She coaches women by helping them out to break out of the monotony, structure and guide to be all that they can be through their body, mind, soul, and soul's purpose. She does this through her personal technique, and it's called mind experience. Connecting movements anytime, anywhere, a woman can re-inspire and reinvigorate herself. When we master the art of creating and recalling our personal MEs, our lives begin to change in amazing ways. So welcome, Sohaila. We appreciate you so much for coming onto our podcast, and I'm totally sorry I screwed up that intro.
That's okay. Hey. You did it. Yeah.
No edits.
And you're the first person who actually said that whole thing, so that was really cool.
Yeah. We're breaking the chains.
Yes. That's great. Well, thank you so much for having me be here. This is so great, and having me on your show. Normally I say that because I love interviewing people too, and so I always say thank you for being here. But this is awesome. This is so awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun being the interviewer than the interviewee, because sometimes people ask me questions and I'm like, these are words. I don't know.
My boss does that to me all the time. He goes, hey, how do you do this? This way. Write down a piece of paper. Well, tell me what you do. I can't remember.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, yes. So as you can see, yes, I've been an entrepreneur for over 40 years. I've traveled the world dancing. I started belly dancing, believe it or not, with my mom at the age of 12 years old. And by the time I turned 17, I started dancing in belly dance nightclubs and Middle Eastern nightclubs. At 18, I turned professional, and I started traveling the world. And I actually pioneered belly dancing in Mexico in 1984, and I was their first dancer down there. So that was really cool. And then from there, I just started traveling all over. I started dancing in the Middle East in 1989. And in 97, I came back from the Middle East and decided I had enough. I woke up saying, I can't take this no more. I can't take how the women, are just perceived and being treated. It's like, no more for me. I'm home. I'm going home. And so that's what I did. So I became a professor at Palomar College, teaching the Near Middle Eastern dance class. But unfortunately, thank goodness, I have my own dance studio, which is in back of me right here. This is my own dance studio on my property. This is where I teach my choreography classes. But, my classes have dwindled so much at the college that I just don't have a class. Thank goodness I'm a sub now for other dance classes. But, it's a shame that people don't see the arts and performing departments as something educational. They just want you to go away, unfortunately. So I'm a little bit tiffed at that, but that's a whole other topic.
We'll hit that target.
Yeah, I think we'll come back to that. I wanted to bring up a really cool point, and you and I actually have a lot in common in that nature. My family used to, not so much anymore. A couple of us still do. Well, a couple of them, not me. The guys in my family, such as like my brother, both my brothers, myself, my uncle, and a few others, used to actually drum while their wives and some other friends and stuff used to belly dance. So we used to do all that stuff
Wow.
like that.
Really?
And I started when I was like 10 years old.
Wow. So
Hey,
you
I still have videos of it. It's
That's
pretty
cool.
learn
Yeah.
something new every day. Look at that.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are like, you used to belly dance? No, I didn't. I drunk. I
Yeah.
got a belly, but it doesn't dance.
But you're familiar with the beats and the drums and everything. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
You know, I used to play the doom beck and all that stuff. Yeah.
That's great. Oh my gosh. And so do you know Hussam Ramsey?
I don't.
You know, he's
My stage name was actually Ramsey. That's funny.
Dave Ramsey. Well, yeah. So this is Hussam Ramsey. Unfortunately, he just passed last week, and he was the biggest drummer of the Middle East. He was from Egypt.
Oh wow.
He was amazing. And so, you know, I'm surprised you haven't heard that name because he was a drummer's drummer. Let me tell you, it was amazing, and a dancer's drummer.
Very cool.
Yeah. That was really cool.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know you.
I didn't even know you did that. I just thought you were just a redneck hockey player, and I'm sitting over here learning that there's nightclubs, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
we used to play at a restaurant. It was a Greek restaurant called Grecian Gardens in Salt Lake.
oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we used to play there all the time. It was fun.
Okay.
I was in Salt Lake City at the university. I gave a workshop there several years ago, and I did a performance up there. Yeah. Yeah, it was a while ago though. But yeah, a lot of fun.
I don't know if it's as big as it used to be, or if it's still just as big, and I just don't keep in touch with it so much. But
Yeah, I think it goes in waves. You know, in the 70s, it was very popular. Then it started going down, dwindling down, and then it went up, and it starts dwindling down. So yeah.
I think it takes a very special talent to dance
Mm-hmm.
in that fashion in terms of body movements and things like that, because there's some dances where you see like all the wings and all the other crazy stuff, and
Right.
you watch some belly dancers, you're like, holy shit, you can move.
I'd throw my back out the first try.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, there's a lot of props involved with dancing these days. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, the movements aren't that easy. I mean, people think that, oh yeah, I could do that. It's like, oh really? Show me. And when they get up, it's like, never mind.
When I was a kid, I used to try. I still, even to this day, I can't shimmy to save my life. So
Should we teach your shimmy? How to shimmy?
no, we shouldn't.
No, you don't want to see all that move.
That would break the internet.
That's so great. Well, yeah, so that's what I do. I love empowering women through dance and fitness, and that's what I do. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to be able to see a woman and move in ways that they never thought they could, or maybe they forgot that they could. It just brings a smile to their face and just brings their self-esteem through the roof. It's really cool.
I think a lot of that goes along with a lot of things. I mean, not only in physical form, but as far as mentality. Like if you can push somebody past what they thought their limits were, well, I mean, obviously some people put limits onto their thinking process, but as far as a mentality aspect, it's kind of the same thing.
True. It's very true. Yeah. And it's nice when you see their self-confidence come back to life. Again, it's a good self-esteem, self-confidence builder. It's quite amazing what movement can do for your whole physique.
Absolutely.
Body, mind, and spirit, and soul, and your thinking, the way of thinking. Yep.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that 100%. There's a lot of women, I mean, including my wife, that downplay their skills. I mean, it feels like some days it's a daily process to go, you know, you don't suck. You need to just, okay, here you go. You know, you need to start seeing the things that you can do, and let's start working on the things that you don't think you can do. And like last night, she's thinking of her master's thesis, and she couldn't figure anything out. And I'm like, well, I can't help you. Two, I mean, what do you want to do? And so she finally went through and just kind of caught a hold traction of something, and it kind of exploded to something to go, okay, that's actually kind of awesome. That's really cool. I think you should run with that. And I think people downplay a lot of women because it's like, yeah, it's when you be like, you know what, chase it. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and this is twofold, because what you said, it's so direct and so much needed to hear, because women, they do downplay a lot of things. You know, they don't put all their effort into themselves, and they need to do that first and foremost. That's why actually I made the CEO Women's Business Summit, which will be coming here November 7th through the 9th. It's a 3-day event. And I actually had Patty Aubrey. She's actually, you've heard of Chicken Soup for the Soul books?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She's the co-author of those. So she's the brains behind Jack Canfield, right? And so she's going to be one of our guest speakers, and she has a new program called Permission Granted. And that's exactly what it is. It's a lot of women don't give themselves permission to do what they want to do. And so I am so happy to have her on board. That's what she's going to talk about, is giving ourselves permission to do all that you could do. And so why I actually made this summit is because I believe that we are the CEOs of our own life. We have the choice to do anything we want in life. And so it's by creating, engineering, and organizing your life to success the way you want to, not because people are saying to do it. It's what you want. It's your own choice. It's your life. And so, you know, we need this more than ever. I woke up about 3 months ago, and that's why I started the summit. And I said, you know what? I have to do more. I have to get out and focus on empowering women even more. There's a lot of summits going on for women, but nothing in the way of what I'm doing. I think mine's pretty original because it is creating and engineering and organizing your life to success. So I use that acronym CEO. So you are the CEO of your own life. And so by empowering these women to just make a choice and make it happen, and they could do anything they want. It's just they have to have that mindset, right? And so that's what I woke up, and I just started seeing everything going on. I mean, we're getting disrespected more and more by, you know, the politicians out there, the president. It's like, it's making me sick. It's like, you know, who are you to tell us what we have to do or what we can do? You know, you have your own life, we have our own life, but for you to tell us women how we run our lives or what we do with our body, I don't think so. So, you know, it's like enough's enough. And so we have to do more to empower each other. And that's what it's about. And the really cool thing is too, is I don't only have women in this summit, I also have male speakers. I actually have three male speakers that will be speaking. I have Dave Daly, I have Sean Aron Cassidy, and then I have Alonzo Moran, but they're just powerhouses. You know, they will tell you like it is, and they work with women a lot as well. And so, you know, we have to stay empowered no matter what. And through different avenues, we can make it happen. We could succeed in this. So that's what it's about.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And when you were saying all of this, it brought me back to one thing, and it was actually our last podcast session that we did with Dave Daly. And I had asked him, and I'm going to ask you the same question. We were talking about success and what your definition of success is, right? And I asked him, I said, what is, and the reason why there's a huge backstory that was already talked about in the last episode. I said, what is your definition of success? And Dave said, it's simple, your terms. You had said, we're living our lives, you're living your life, I'm doing me, you're doing you, I'm staying in my lane. And that's all I thought about that whole time. And when he said it, it didn't click with me until like 4 or 5 days later. And I went back and listened to the video for cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. And I've been living my life honestly differently the past, 2 weeks or weeks since we did that episode with him. And I think just that was so simple and so, as you said, direct from him, that like your terms. Perfect.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it's about. I mean, to me, success means you wake up and show up for you. And no matter what, you wake up, and if you're happy, that's success for me, because you're doing anything you want for you first.
More or less, you're not fitting the mold, you're going to pave your own way.
Exactly. That's well, just like Dave Daly. It's on your terms. That's what life's about. You have the choice to make anything you want happen and go out and do it. And as long as you're happy doing it, then that is success personally for me, it's success. Waking up every day with a smile on your face and moving forward, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I guess we could start with the harder questions now.
Since we wrote down questions. Not really. We're candid.
Yeah,
so.
This one just kind of popped into my head. So, what made you made the switch from doing it all by yourself to switching to let's help all the other women I can empower themselves? What kind of made you start going down that track?
Well, just like this summit, I know I couldn't do this alone. I couldn't reach as many women as I wanted to. And so it was all about collaboration. And so that's why I reached out to all these coaches and speakers and entrepreneurs and letting them know my vision. And these 12 speakers, came up aboard and said, we see your vision. We can make this happen together. So I believe it's a collaboration. You really have to do it with people. You can't our last president's wife said, Clinton, it takes a village. And it really does. You can't do everything alone. And I found that out the hard way. I've always tried to do everything alone. I've been a solopreneur all my life. But there's just some things when you want to take it to the next level, you need that collaboration. You need that help. You need that guidance to move forward. And so that's what it's about for me. Yeah, it's about collaborating and being able to just help other women out there with, through other avenues. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and that's, I know that when I'm dancing, I could really reach a lot of women that way as well. I love performing. I love to see smiles on their faces, and that makes me smile. And so I know I'm getting to women that, hey, look, you could do this too. You're not alone. You could do anything you want. If I'm dancing up here in front of you, you could surely, get out of your own way and do things that you've always wanted to do too.
Absolutely. And for whoever's listening, if you haven't checked her out on YouTube, her link's going to be in our description. She is a badass. She is good. But I wanted to add to that is not only, if we're creating businesses and things like that, it honestly, from what I've experienced, and we're both brand ambassadors for a beard company, and we've kind of learned that not only is creating a business or marketing a business and things like that going to work, but what's really going to bring it together is creating a community or a family around that personal brand. And I think networking with a certain demographic is really going to help propel that in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. Yeah, that's why we made our Facebook page for the CEO Women's Network group. And so that way, it could be a collective. Men and women could go in there and share their stories and post what they want to post to actually up level and inspire people. And that's what I want. I want to inspire people and just, there's so much going on in the news, just so much bad stuff. It's like, it puts you in a rut. It puts you in a depressed mood, So it's like, what else could inspire you? How can others help you get out of that rut? And that's what it's about. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we keep talking about this summit. So let's go deeper in the summit. Let's talk about, the speakers that you bring in, how people can maybe, get into it. Maybe if there's a live stream, maybe if there's tickets to buy. Let's kind of go deeper into that. Let's see, how's that going?
Yeah, sure. So the summit is going to be in Escondido, California here, and it's my home city here. And it's at a beautiful place in Lexus Escondido, beautiful ballroom. But not only that, I want everybody to feel very important. I want them to be the VIP. And so they're going to get their valet parking. They're going to get gourmet lunches. And they're going to have these amazing speakers that they're going to learn from. And so, again, we have Patty Aubrey. We have Dave Daly, which you interviewed. He's the monster motivator. Wow, is he a powerhouse? Let me tell you. I mean, just listening to him, it's like, yeah, bring it on. Just keep on bringing it on, because I need it for my head, to get inspired and empowered myself. Oh my gosh. I have Sean Cassidy. He's actually the LinkedIn expert. He was the beta founder of LinkedIn. So he knows so much about LinkedIn. It's crazy. But he's actually a marketing strategist as well. We have Terry Mays. Terry Mays is prime tapping. It's about tapping your way to success. So you could take out fears just by tapping in different areas on your body. And so, doing this or something. So she's going to be talking about that. Very powerful as well. We have Trina Sett. She's an accountability expert. And so she brings in partners and accountability groups to keep you accountable of what you're doing, right? So she has a whole program and a whole slew of coaches that do that. We have Whitney Wiley. It's important for women to learn how to say no. So she's going to be teaching that, right? Let's see. We have Denise Wall. She's flying in all the way from Michigan, and she's a leadership coach. And so, wow, she has her whole entourage that she teaches on leadership skills and sales. We have Ileana Rosas, which is a sales powerhouse. She uses NLP to teach us how to use it into our sales mode. Gosh, we have so many more. We have Whitney, we have Mel. Oh my goodness. So Melissa Andre, she's coming all the way from Washington, D.C. And she's about keeping your spirits up leveled, inspiring you through the mindset strategies. Gosh, let's see, who else do we have? We have so many people. Alonzo Moran. So he works for an insurance company. I can't actually say the name because he's actually the VP of that, but he's going to teach us how to succeed by persevering, by just keeping on. And boy, does he have a story. It's an amazing story. I'm going to bring up my flyer here real quick and make sure I have everybody. We have Catherine McNulty. She has a program called Grief Inspired, and she lost a child when she was very young, and she learned how to adapt through, her life and her work by going through this grief process. And she has this whole program on how to go through grief when you are literally in it. And so how to keep moving on in your life. And so she's working on that. Let's see who else we have. And then of course, so we have Patty Aubrey. So, oh my gosh, she's going to be amazing. We actually have a special luncheon on Saturday that Patty's going to be talking during lunch about her powerful program about permission granted. So it's a power-packed 3 days. We also have a VIP meet and greet where people are going to be able to meet all the speakers on Thursday evening and take pictures with them, sign their books and things like that. So very, very exciting. It's very exciting. And let's see, I think, yeah, so you guys are coming down, right? November 7th through the 9th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Would love to, but I've taken most of my vacation off for hunting and just getting married in July. So.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
We got a newlywed, and today's my 5th anniversary, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, nice. Happy anniversary. But definitely let people know that this is an empowering event coming up, a 3-day summit that will literally help you create, engineer, and organize your life to success.
The last event that I went to, Brad's still jealous. It was 2 years ago.
I'm still butthurt that you got to go and I didn't.
See, you guys are going to be sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, everybody that you actually talked about is an incredible powerhouse and somebody that is absolutely somebody that should be networked with, I believe. And I think that event's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, we call it, the tagline is 3 days to a 7-figure plan.
Nice.
Yep.
I think that'd be really nice. That's some heavy hitters right there.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So we're going to have 200 elite entrepreneurs with us. And so first come, we only have a space for 200 people. So get your tickets ASAP. And in fact, if you get your tickets now, we'll upgrade you to VIP status. So you'll be coming into the VIP meet and greet. You get your own CEO swag bag filled with gifts from the sponsors and speakers. So yeah. And we're always looking for sponsors too. If anybody wants to help women veterans come to the event, we're actually gifting tickets to women veterans in our sponsorship packages. Yeah, so they could come for free. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yes. So if you know veterans, show this at them. And
A lot of female veterans.
I know one.
You know one? I know a lot of men. Yeah.
Well, men can come too. It's not just for women. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if any of my men veterans would want to go though. Most of them are just here.
They're just here.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be an empowering, motivational 3 days. And they're going to leave just really inspired, more empowered than ever. And they're going to take on the world. They're going to be able to get out there and take on the world. And in fact, I actually made 3 motivational videos for this myself. So each morning they're going to hear a motivational video from me. And I'm making my own CEO song as well.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yep. Getting it written right now. We'll be going in to record it soon. Very exciting.
Very cool.
That is way cool.
Yep.
Well, you're going to have to sell recording copies of the event for.
Definitely.
Miss it.
I will. Yeah, we'll be recording the whole 3 days for sure. For those who can. We're actually trying to see if we could live stream it to get it all the way around the world. And so that more people
way cool.
Involved. Yeah. I think that would be amazing. Yeah. We can.
Yeah, if you can live stream it, send us the live stream. We'll do all we can to put it up and spread it out for you.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay. Yeah, I'll get you in touch. We're going to be talking with hopefully our audio and visual guy this Sunday. So very exciting. There's a lot that goes to things like this, these big summits, a lot. People don't see behind the scenes, but I tell you, I'm posting constantly videos of the speakers and interviews of all of us. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but a lot of fun. It's very rewarding when you're doing something which you love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a work, no, it's inspiration to me. It's like when I go out, when I have a frustrating moment, I'll go out and water the yard or plants or something because it just soothes me and relaxes me. Then I come back and start working again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like what me and Kevin do when we're screwing around doing podcasts, trying to be professional and then we do YouTube channels. It's like, well, why you do it? It's entertaining. It's fun. I mean, why not?
We got
And a lot of people, they need that outing too. They want to go on YouTube or Facebook to get away from their problems. So why not have something educational and fun at the same time? That's what I say. To me, it's all about having fun. Just let's have fun, okay?
Yeah.
It's like tomorrow or Sunday, whatever. I don't know. Sometime this weekend while he's down here. We were talking earlier. My son's 5, and this kid is obsessed with fishing.
Oh, okay.
And the last time I took him out, Monday?
Monday,
this
yeah.
week?
Monday this week.
5 days ago.
Yeah.
He outfished me 5-1.
What?
I've been fishing my whole life, and this kid's already so we're talking about just doing a fishing video. That's like a fishing challenge. Whoever can catch more fish wins.
Mm-hmm.
So what did he put on the hook? Was it Cheetos or something?
It'd be awesome to say that, but no.
No, he's smart, and he just switched baits and he found one that started working, and
Wow.
all of a sudden I caught 1 fish. He caught 5. We were out there
Wow.
for 2 hours.
Yeah, you were Snapchatting me the entire time going, this freaking kid's on fire.
That's great. You should have Facebook Lived it.
So maybe this next video we'll cut it, and it'll be more fun and exciting.
Yeah.
one kid versus 2 adults, I'll bet you still wins.
That's probably going to be the sad reality is we're like, yeah, we're going to beat him, and they're going to get our butts handed to us.
You guys are fun. So what do you guys think about empowering women? What would you say about how to spread the word and get that out to women to just feel inspired and empowered?
Coming from an aspect where my wife doesn't feel very empowered most of the time, I think it's great. I think it's one of the best things to do.
You need to tell her to go onto my website, it's SohailaInternational.com, opt in for a free belly dance class and a Nouveau fitness class.
Okay, yeah. I'll have her do that. Yeah, it's she has that problem. Her sister's doing a sewing business now. She didn't think it'd really take off, but she talked to all her neighbors, and they went, yeah, here, let me bring you all of my stuff I need you to sew, and I'll pay you for it. And she's like, I didn't think it'd work. It kind of freaks me out. I go, well, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that need just mending or something.
Mm-hmm.
And for years she's wanted to do it, but everybody's told her, yeah, it'll never work. When I was like, do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows if it's going to work? I mean, just like how me and Kevin thought, you know what, it's probably not going to work, but let's do it anyways. We're going to have fun.
Exactly.
And, she's having a really good time doing it now. And I even told her that we were going to talk to you, and she's like, oh, that's freaking awesome. I need to see that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I think just having
My chair's sinking.
You know what? You're going slowly down.
Oh.
You guys are fun.
Oh man. Whew. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think, there's a lot of men out there that, that empower just men, and I think that's, in my mind, foolish, because, the old quote goes, behind every oh my God.
Let me help you. Successful.
Yes. Behind every successful man, there's a woman behind him. And people are like, well, that doesn't happen all the time. I'm like, are you kidding me? My wife is like, well, what do you want to do? I want to do this. So do it.
Yep.
And then I turn around and do it to her. Well, it's not going to work. I go, what? You just pushed me. How come I can't push you back? And she goes, well, I'd never thought about it. I go, so do it. I mean, get out there. Get your feet wet. Let's see what's going on.
And that's one thing that women have a hard time doing, is asking. We don't ask for what we really want either. We just assume. And that's one of the things too that we need to be inspired and empowered to, is ask. We got to ask. All you're going to do is maybe they'll say no, but how do you know? Maybe they'll say yes too. You don't know. So it's like with my sponsors, I go out and then just ask. If they want to, they do it. Well, if not, that's fine too. But how would I know if I don't ask?
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened when we sent Dave Daly the email and a couple others that will be named later. And he's like, yeah, sure. When do we want to set it up? We'll set it up this week. And I'm like, what? he sent me a Snapchat. He goes, dude, and that was it. And I'm like, okay, that's cryptic. And then he sent me a screenshot. I'm like, holy crap. He said, yes, okay, all right, let's keep going.
Nice.
And I mean, I think that's something that a lot of women don't. I think they don't take advantage of, is, I mean, the worst thing that they're going to say is no, but I mean, that's only one person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just persevering. Keep going out there. Keep asking. Yep.
Not only that, and I was just thinking about it. The event that I had went to 2 years ago, and I'm kind of reflecting back a little bit, in I think 20% of the attendees were female, which was kind of a low number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, I met some really incredible people down there, like Liz Benny, Cindy Limke, Jamie Thurber, a bunch of other people, but it's something that I think should be not necessarily pushed more, but more awareness should be raised to, in terms of women and men both have the same potential to do anything that you want and live your life the way that you want to build it.
Yeah. And did you know that, how people are saying, well, men get paid more?
Mhm.
Well, do you know why? Because women don't ask. That's the thing. That's the bottom line. They don't go in there and say, no, I'll get what he's getting. I want that, right? So that's the thing. They just agree with it. And, for the longest time, we just took it. Well, it's time. It's time to be empowered and inspired and ask for what you want. Ask for what you deserve. You deserve so much more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think you hit that right on the top of the head, because I know a lot of people that, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of women that, or within my industry, which is the wastewater industry, that don't get paid as much as, say, I do. And they're like, well, how do you get that paid that much? I asked. I asked for a raise.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And they're like, well, that works. Yeah, if it doesn't, then I ask them next month. 30 days went by, they're not going to remember, so why don't you give it a try?
Sure. Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
what does your shirt say? I played your
Oh, it's a company
not
shirt.
your shirt.
I'm like, my shirt.
Oh, I see. Oh,
Your shirt says blue. It says I pledged to vote. It came around about the political time. It was a company shirt.
I see. Okay. Very good.
And actually, I was going to bring it. Well, I wasn't going to bring it up because I don't discuss work in these podcasts. But the company that I work for has sub groups, more or less. And we actually built one in my office here that they call Women in Business Network.
Mm.
So, and it kind of played into everything that we talk about here. Like, they read that book that came out, You Are a Badass.
Oh, yeah.
And some other stuff. And it's kind of the same concept. It's not just tied to women.
Mm-hmm.
It's open and available to anybody.
Sure.
And you can be an ally of like women in business and stuff like that. So I think the momentum is starting to build, more or less, was my point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's a good thing. I think people are more aware, especially what's going on these days. So the awareness is out there, and I think more than ever, the women are coming together more. And there's men coming in together, going along for the ride and helping out, which is great. We can't do everything alone, but if we have powerhouses in back of us to build this platform and this network to succeed and keep inspiring and empowering one another, that's what it's about. Yeah, and go to the top. Yep. Very good.
Yeah, every time I've heard, women can't do that, women can't do the other. I'm like, there's some things women do a whole lot better than men.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. True, like having kids.
Oh man. So I got really sick a couple years ago, and my mom makes fun of me for it the entire time because I got a spinal tap. My mom's like, I've had 4 of those because of you kids. And I'm like, I had 1 and said I'm done. Yeah. I'm sure if I'd have had contraction, I'd be like, shoot me, I'm done. Over it. No, not going to happen.
That's right. Well, me personally, I've never had kids, and I think that, excuse me, that what are they called when that time clock comes, when a woman gets to like 38 or something, it says your biological clock is ticking. I think mine skipped the tick or something because I never got it. I never got the memo. Thank goodness. I never wanted kids. But I think because I was so busy doing what I wanted to do in life, and that's traveling the world and dancing all over the place. I love my life. I still love it. But back then it was just so different. That's all I did was dance. And I loved it. I never thought about kids or anything. I didn't, and I'm glad I did it, So it just went past me, thank goodness. Yeah.
This is kind of funny. My wife, when we met 7-something years ago, well, re-met, she goes, "I never want to get married. I'm never going to have kids." I'm like, "Cool. I have 2 kids, so." All right. And then
That's awesome to know.
along comes my older son. So now she's a mom, biologically. We get married. Then we have our other son. So we got 4 kids, and now she babysits for a living. She's a care provider.
Okay.
And I'm like, "You want to?" Speaking of kids, what's up, dude?
Hey.
So it's kind of funny because she said, "I don't want to have kids. I don't want to get married." Well, now she's married and has
What?
a ton of kids. More or less, you know, like we have 4 that we have, and then she has all the daycare kids. So
Wow.
it's kind
Who
of
would have
funny.
thought, right? Oh my God. That's too funny.
Her family gives her crap all the time. "Don't you remember when you said you didn't want to be married?" She's like, "Yeah, shut up."
Well, I did the same thing. I didn't get married. I got married 5 years ago for the first time. I was 49 when I first got married. And because I never wanted to be married either. I just loved traveling the world and dancing and having fun. I didn't, you know how men have, men on every port, a man on every port. Well, that was me. So no, but seriously, I love my life how it was. I love being single, but then coming back and I met the man of my dreams. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be married. So it's going on 5 years now.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm happy. Amazing.
Yeah,
But that's the secret too, about having a happy marriage. We wake up literally joking every day. How he will joke, he will say something, and it is so funny that every morning we wake up laughing. I mean, it's great. It really is great.
I think at some point I tell too many jokes, and then she gets irritated because I'm never serious enough.
You too, huh?
Yeah. My husband Angel loves to joke a lot too. Yeah.
My wife will wake up, "Nothing is funny today." Okay. I'm in trouble. What did I do in your dreams?
Oh my God, you guys.
You know she's going to listen to this, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Okay, I've already been in trouble in her dreams once before.
Oh, that's not good. Good.
Whatever.
Isn't that the weirdest thing?
It is.
Like,
What, dreams or
why
nightmares?
are you being quiet? Like, what's wrong? You were mean to me in my dream last night, so I'm mad at you now. What? Like, how is that even a thing?
Yeah.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I do that to Angel.
That's fantastic.
That is amazing. Yeah.
It's not so amazing being on the receiving end.
No, yeah, it sucks being on the receiving end because there's no way to win, and you're just like, okay, I'll just take my beatings now.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. So what's next for you guys?
Well, we're just gonna keep going is what we're gonna do. Apple accepted our podcast, so we're starting to put it on Apple now.
Don't
That's
get
great.
we'll get banned.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Was it difficult to do that?
Yeah, they were mad at our logo.
Yeah.
What?
It took us like 4 days to figure it out.
And then it took them, like 2 weeks to approve it?
Yeah, 2 weeks to approve it, which from what I hear, that's a shorter time than most. It's like a month and a half for others.
What was wrong with your logo?
It's 2 dudes with beards, and it's a silhouette with our logo, double B.
That's it. Easy.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
No, we're kind of talking a little bit. We're going to start going back more into our YouTube stuff that we were doing. We have a couple videos out there. Like we did a Southern style crab pot boil.
We need to do that again. That was really good.
That was the day I screwed up my elbow.
Oh yeah, when you elbowed the
it's
crap.
still- yeah. So I fell down the stairs.
I wish we'd have been videotaping. That'd have been the best. You broke the banister and elbowed.
Broke my elbow. It was bad. But no, we did a couple videos like that. We post all of our podcast videos up there as well, and once we get enough people subscribe to our channel, because YouTube's got its parameters, we're gonna separate it so that we have a podcast channel and a stupid video channel of us blowing ourselves up. And we're doing the podcast. We have it up on Apple.
We do want to get to other podcast stuff.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
we're learning, and we're learning as we go, and whatever.
But you know what? That's the fun way, because it's all raw, right?
Right, and that's what makes it fun.
And that's what people like. They really do. They just want to see something raw and real.
Yeah, and that's the thing that we're always keeping candid is we're raw, we're real, we're live. There's no editing, and
you got to switch.
I love it.
Stage thing.
Well, it's whatever. Sorry, Dave. But, I mean, that's us. Is
It's the same.
Yeah, we're
candid, we're dumb, and we're authentic. There we go.
Yeah, that's really it. Because it's like we sat and talked. Like, what questions are we gonna ask? I don't know. Let's just roll with it and see what happens.
Exactly. Something will come up. I want to ask you about the gun in back of you. What is that?
This one?
Yeah.
That's his pellet gun.
Yeah.
That's a pellet gun?
Yeah.
My pellet gun doesn't look like that. That looks like an AK-47 or whatever it's called.
It's a M417 by Crossman.
Yeah. It's an M4.
Dang.
Yeah, it's just a little plastic pellet gun.
Oh my God, that is too funny.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not getting that back, by the way, Brad.
That's fine.
Were you borrowing it?
That's my gun now.
So the first, a year and a half or so, and we were, shooting pellets at cans, and I was like, yeah, keep it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do it again. And then he moved down here, and I was like, oh, hey, that's my pellet gun. No, it's mine. Oh, okay, it's yours now.
Yeah, it's got a home right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks good.
I actually used it like 2 months ago. I had a skunk in my backyard.
Oh, you didn't pellet it, did you?
No, I just don't have a skunk in my yard anymore.
No.
I was out there spraying my dogs. My kids were trapped outside. It was fun. No.
Oh.
I remember
my house smelled like skunk for like a week.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was right by my back door.
Oh man, did you have to take baths in tomato juice? That's what I heard.
No.
Oh, okay. It's not true.
It was a baby, so it couldn't spray that far, but no, it was bad. That's the joys of living out in the country.
I guess. Oh my God, you guys are too funny.
All right, so
after yours, I have one.
Okay, so let's talk about the future after the summit. Do you have any plans after the summit, or are you just trying to get to the summit, or do you have any future projects maybe you're working on that we
Well, right now I'm trying to get through the summit and make it a yearly summit, and my vision is to have it go global and empowering women all over the world. And so these speakers actually saw my vision, so to me they're like co-founders of this, and to me it's very special to know that, look, they're backing me. They really want to see it succeed as well. And so everybody is so inspired and really helping make this into fruition. So it's really exciting. It really is. So yeah, that's what I want to do. And of course, I want to do more sensual women retreats. I want to get my Nuvo Fitness out there. Nuvo Fitness is a multicultural inspired fitness class. It takes you around the world in 45 minutes with all different dance genres and music from around the world. So I have a couple of instructors, Nuvo instructors with that, but I'm always looking for more for them to empower women through dancing and keeping fit while having fun. That's what it is. That's what it's about. Mm-hmm.
You said it takes you around the world in 45 minutes. I did Bollywood once.
Yeah?
Holy crap. If you want to work out,
Right?
Oh my goodness! I'm telling
I've
you
seen
what.
videos like
Oh.
that, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fat.
I know, yeah.
yeah. No, it's actually really fun.
It,
And
it is.
I got my wife and kids into it a little bit, and we were like following along with YouTube videos. But I last like 10 minutes, and then I look like a dying horse.
Again, people could actually try a class out for themselves. Just go to SohailaInternational.com and opt in for a free belly dance class and a Nuvo fitness class for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I have African, I have Indian, I have Persian, of course, infused with belly dancing. I have Hawaiian, Tahitian, Polynesian, just all different dance genres from around the world. Yeah, a lot of fun. Mm-hmm.
So, my question, now that we're finally getting over to it, we usually don't laugh this much. We're just together, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
You have your personal technique that you call the mind experience. I'm curious as to what that entails.
Yeah. So when I do sensual woman retreats or in my program, mind experience is just what it is. It's a mind experience. So a lot of women, they come to me and say, yeah, I'm in a rut. I really want to go on my vacation, but I just can't get there right now. And I tell them, yes, you can. And so I correlate when they come to my retreats, I have them get back in touch with their senses and add ancient belly dance movements together with the senses. And so it creates this mind experience. And so I adapt that. So I tell them, okay, which vacation you want to go to? Maybe it's a new vacation you want to go to. Well, I know you can't get there right now, but you can through your mind. And so I have them close their eyes after we learn some techniques to get into their senses, a particular sense, and learning the movements. And so what I have them do is shut their eyes, close their eyes, and see themselves be in that most beautiful place that they've ever been to. Maybe that favorite vacation that they've been to. And see themselves either at the beach doing these movements or tasting that pina colada. So as they're tasting that pina colada, as they're moving, by learning these movements that they just did in my class and seeing themselves there, that's the mind experience. It automatically transformed them into the self-esteem, their self-confidence. They get all that back knowing that, wow, I can go anywhere I want when I want. And so that's what it's about. It's about the mind experience. And it's very powerful when you put all these together. And so that's what I do. It's research-based from my 40 years of dancing. I've taken particular dance moves and correlated it into the 5 senses. And so, of course, now with the mind experience, having you go anywhere you want to go, when you want to go, it could change your mindset. Let's say you wake up in a bad mood. Well, let's get you out of that bad mood, right? So it's by the mind experience. And so that's what I do. And so I empower women through that.
That's awesome.
That makes sense?
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah. And so that's what I speak about. I go around the world speaking about the mind experience, how to help you break out of that monotony and rediscover yourselves. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yes. With that said,
usually we feed off of each other really well.
I think this is pretty new though, right? It's like, wait,
to be completely honest, like this is not something that we're really used to discussing.
Yeah.
And so we're both kind of listening and taking everything.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Because, you know, men should know this too, because it really helps a woman just stay empowered and get their self-confidence and their self-esteem back. So now you know, if you find that, a friend of yours or something's in a rut, tell them, call Sohaila. She can help you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And again, if there's an event up there and if there's like a women's event up there, I'd love to come up and speak about the mind experience and how to help women, get over those hurdles. It's very important. It's very impactful as well. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess in final, let's have a final question.
Sure.
So if you were to give any advice to someone who's either struggling with their emotional, their physical, or even their business stuff, what would be your ultimate go-to to help them get out of that rut?
A mind experience. I would say shut your eyes, close your eyes, and go back to a place where you felt secure, you felt comfortable, and you felt reassured about yourself. And just literally be in that state of mind first and just be you. And just know that, hey, everything's okay. Everything is possible how you want to make it succeed. And so when you get it into that aspect, like I said, the mind experience, you need to breathe it. You need to feel it, even closing your eyes. And so that will actually give the power back to the person who's having that rut. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when they open their eyes, they'll be able to say, okay, let's move on, right? So it gives them a little breathing room.
That almost, to me, sounds like maybe, how do I phrase it? Some sort of custom style of meditation.
Sure. And I would add to that, when they are closed, when they have their eyes closed, to move their bodies, just even if it's in a circle or something, move your body in a way that you wouldn't normally move. And so that's going to wake your body up. That's going to wake your mind up too, saying, oh, wow, that was cool. That was different. So now your mind isn't as where that problem is or the feeling is. Now it's in a new atmosphere. It's in a new place where, wow, I didn't know my body could move like that, right? And now they see themselves in that nice, comfortable place where, nobody could hurt them as well. So again, it's powerful. I tell this to people women who are in a bad mood, and I tell them, look, if you're waiting in line, like at the gas station or something, or at the grocery store, it's a long line, don't get mad. Just shut your eyes, breathe. And even if you move a dance move in front of somebody, so what? They're going to say, oh, that's pretty cool, right? So you have to be you. You have to feel comfortable in your own skin, moving your body too. But I tell you, it's very powerful. So when you open your eyes, you're going to feel like, oh, wow, I'm in the front of the line now. That was pretty cool, right? Where a few minutes ago, they were really pissed off because they were in the back of the line. But now they got into that experience, and it took them into a level of, okay, a few minutes to rewind and relax. So when they open their eyes, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm fine.
What you're saying is I have a 3-year-old, and so what you're saying is you should have the confidence of a 3-year-old in his underwear.
Your kid is very confident in his underwear.
Go. There you go.
He sees people laughing at him, getting their attention, and he'll start showing off, and he gets crazy. It's so funny. And I think that building that confidence is something that most of us have to relearn, because I think as we get older, we kind of start to lose that. We get more hyper focused on, you have to have a job, and you have to make all this money, and you have to this, and you have to that, and fit the mold.
Right. Or we care about what people think about us as well. When we get older, it's like, oh my God, I can't do that, because what if they think this? Or, oh, I can't do that. Oh my gosh, I burped. How embarrassing,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it is. But if we have permission to just be who we are, it's life. We're human, just be you.
Yep, absolutely. Be yourself.
That's all I got to say about that.
It goes right back to your terms.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wake up and show up for you. That's what I always say.
Exactly. Not living my life for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm straight.
Yep, exactly. High five.
Air 5. That was like an Air 15.
Uh-huh. There you go, Air 15. We're going to patent that.
Well, guys, thank you so much for having me on. This has been a lot of fun.
You're welcome. Thanks for saying yeah. I was like, oh, hey, yeah, Dave showed me this. And you think she'd want to get on? He goes, I don't know. Let's find out. And we're like, okay, if she doesn't, well, that sucks.
Are you kidding? I'm game for everything. It's great. Yeah. And definitely, reach out to the other peeps. I'm sure they would love to be on the show too.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to have some of them powerful women on here.
If you're willing to, I had a lot of fun in the last hour, to be honest. And,
yeah.
I want to maybe after this summit happens,
Sure.
and you had some time to reflect back down, maybe we could do another episode post summit and kind of see where you're at. And
I would love that. Oh my gosh, I would love that.
yeah, let's do
Yes.
it.
Thank you. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You guys can't get rid of Sohaila.
Hey, now, I'm going to be your weekly. Hello.
That'll be awesome. Yeah, we'll have to schedule with you, and then that'll be great.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you guys again so much. So definitely let me know when this is out, and then I'll post it all over. And yeah, we'll have fun doing that.
Beautimous.
That'll work. That'll be great.
Sounds good.
Fantastic. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, guys. Thank
All right.
you. Until next
Thank
time.
you.